If you're watching this video, then I imagine that you are someone who's desperately trying to make progress on their self-improvement journey, yet you seem to just be coming unstuck. And it usually bottles down to these three main reasons. So stick to the very end of the video because I guarantee that you're going to learn something that you won't learn from other videos. And if you don't watch the video to the very end, then you're only at the disadvantage. The first thing is overconsumption of content. And I feel like so many people do this and they don't even realize that they're doing it. But one thing to keep in mind is that you watching a self-improvement video, just like this one, is not actually improving your life. You improve your life when you get off the video and you actually apply the steps from the video. I see so many people, they're watching 10 hours of podcasts, sometimes even a day, but then when you actually ask them, like, what have you learned from that? What have you applied in your real life? They haven't done anything. And then people get confused. It's like, paralysis of over-analysis. Get off YouTube, apply the strategies. If it doesn't work for you, then reassess it. Now, the third thing is sitting on the fence. I see so many people that are kind of like half and half with their self-improvement. It's like they want to kind of retain some of the negative habits that they had before, but then they also want to be their best self and have their best physique and be at their healthiest point in life. If you want to create a new life, you need to sacrifice your old one. And what that means is that you need to eliminate all of the bad behaviors that you were doing before. And that's not me being cruel, that's just facts, because the people who are eliminating all of the distractions and the excuses, they're the ones that are going to succeed, and they're going to succeed at a much more rapid rate than someone who is not doing any of those things. Like the story in the Bible, there's that person who's sitting on the fence, God's on one side, Satan's on the other side, and he's laughing at the people. He's going, haha, I'm on the fence, I don't need to choose anybody, I can have the best of both worlds. And then Satan comes along and says, I own the fence, right? And you might not be religious, but I feel like that really resonates with that kind of example, because if you sit on the fence on your self-improvement journey and you don't commit, you ultimately are going to be the loser in the end, and the bad habits will always win over the good habits every single time. And the third and final thing is a lack of self-belief, because so many people are just their own worst enemy. Like, a lot of people have this idealistic picture of where they want to be in their life, yet they don't actually put the steps forward to become their best self, because they're usually just consumed by fear. Whether it's a fear of the unknown, it's a fear of if they do try and put their best foot forward, it's all going to fail. Or maybe it's even a fear of just themselves, like their fear of, am I even capable of doing this? Do I deserve this? Is this something that I even want to do? This idealistic view is very easy to be a fantasy, but people are very scared of venturing in the unknown. But what is known is that if you don't actually commit 100% in your self-improvement journey, then you will always just stay stagnant. So even though the unknown is scary, I find that what's scarier is knowing that you could have been something really great, but you didn't do it because you were overconsumed by fear. To put the power back in your hands, get the hell off YouTube, go and become who you were born to be, and stop making excuses.